How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to the world of Starfield. I started this game a year ago with this channel, and we are here a year again now. So we're gonna go ahead and hop back into Shattered Space. If you guys missed that last video, you guys can check it here in the top right corners of your screen, of course. Without further ado, hit that subscribe button if you're new here, and hit that notification bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos in the future. So here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and pop that popcorn and let your go ride it in space. Don't know. So here we go. I have done new game plus on this thing like a bunch of times. So I'm in the Starborn ship, and yeah, so we just left the intro to this game. It's been a while. We're in the Space Varoon armor now. That's where we're at. So this is what we're gonna do.
We're on our own again.
Here we are. Oh. We are going to check out the Varoon Kai Island. I thought we've never scanned this before. Okay. Survey. Apparently there's over 1,400 stars and planets here that you can visit. That's insane. That is insane. I don't know about you guys. I don't know who had time to view all 1,400 planets, but that is nuts. That is nuts. Okay, so they only have two. So this is the planet system, and they only have two places, essentially two planets with a system. It's kind of terrible. I can see why some people don't like this map or this expansion. So here we go. Let's go ahead and check out and see what the Varoon stuff goes with Willingham.
Starting landing procedure.
Dang. We have our Starborn ship. It looks like we got some people just kind of hanging out. Here we go. What can we do? Whoa!
Hold very still and choose your words carefully. They will determine how long you live.
Guy's voice does not match his
Please,
face.
we are not a threat. We are trying to help.
Here we go.
You have no right to be here.
Points his gun back at
You
me.
will tell me how you found this place.
You will tell me how you find this place.
But it was lost. All communication ceased. There was no sign of it.
Indeed it did. The Oracle is perhaps the least of our problems, I'm afraid. Forrest,
Man, this
I
dude's
think we
hair
need
and
not
this
fear our guest.
tattoo.
Perhaps, in this time of need, the Great Serpent has delivered us a gift.
Counselor,
He's still holding his
with
gun
due
up.
respect,
at
we have
him.
not had unannounced visitors here in generations. It is a clear breach of security.
I do not disagree, and I know that security, in whatever small form we can grasp it, is of paramount importance. But you
That
must
have hurt,
acknowledge the
getting that
timing
whole
is
ear tattooed.
curious. And perhaps our guest's intent should be determined before we take further action. We received the automated transmission, but you are certainly not who we expected
Are you supposed to find like a goat in space?
Great Serpent,
It's happening again.
hear me.
Speaker, we are here!
We have reached out to you. to seek guidance in our hour of need. The gate in the Citadel has been opened just to seek
these nuts. Well, let's see, what do we have here? This one, can't we? We could drop that. I don't really need that. Nice. We have her helmet. Zealot. Cool. So it's a farming outfit. Ooh. We have 4 of those. Interesting. Hmm. We are the Ranger.
you.
Just drop all this
Where is
stuff.
this?
Have I failed you? What is this place? Where am I? Why do you not show yourself? I strive only to follow your command.
That's crazy.
All must serve. Please, do not leave me in darkness. I seek only your wisdom, your guidance. Great Serpent, your children cry out to you. Will you not answer us?
Our leader, Anasko Varun, he has appeared like this over and over. So many of our people have been trapped in this state, these vortex phantoms. But usually they are hostile and lash out. Anasko is different. If only we could hear his voice, some reassurance that all is not lost. You could hear him. Despite the sightings, none have heard the word from Anasko in all this time, yet you claim to. Do not toy with me. Not about this. If you speak truth, you must prove it. What did he say? By the serpent.
I heard nothing. He said that?
It is no joke. The experiment was a secret, even to many of our own people. Truly, you did hear Anasko. You have been chosen. People of House Varun, hear me. What are
No,
We have asked the Great Serpent for deliverance from our calamity, and he has answered us. This outsider has been chosen.
You are
as the
under
most
arrest.
unlikely
Do not
vessel
resist
for the
and come
Great
with us
Serpent's
peacefully.
divine providence. And he will help
Be
save
made
us
dust.
all.
Hold very still.
Please, we are...
You have no right to... But it was lost.
Indeed it did. Forrest,
Counselor,
I do not but you must and perhaps... We received the...
Great Serpent,
what's happening again?
hear me.
Speaker, we are here!
We have reached out to you to seek guidance in our hour of need. Oh, Great Serpent, is that you? Is it your presence I feel? I feel something, yet I see nothing. Is this a test? What do you require of me? Great Serpent, I have done all that I can. The Scaled Citadel itself has been transformed to petition you. I know that all must serve, but I need more. I require guidance. Take pity on us and reveal the way forward.
Our leader, Anasko Varun, he has appeared. So many of our if only... What do you mean? Despite the sighting, do not toy with me.
I heard not.
It is no joke. The experiment was truly... People of House Varun, hear me! We have asked the Great Serpent for deliverance from our calamity, and he has answered us. This outsider has been chosen as the most unlikely vessel for the Great Serpent's divine providence, and he will help save us all. Outsider, please. There is no denying you have been sent here as a sign. You must help us. But there are precepts that must be followed, principles that must be obeyed. Even in these dire circumstances, we cannot turn from Jinan Varun's teachings. You will be granted safe passage through Dazra and the lands beyond. No harm will come to you. On that, you have my word. You even have my assurance that your compatriot here will also remain unharmed. But to truly aid us, you must become part of House Varun. This is not a thing done lightly, and it cannot be taken back. Will you commit to helping us by becoming one of the promised? Well, efforts to do something, anything, about our current dilemma have fallen to political infighting. I believe your arrival, if nothing else, represents a sign from the Great Serpent himself that we must finally put aside our differences and work together. It must be ordained that you would appear before us now. able to hear the speaker when no one else can. Excellent. Please, come with me. Forgive me for not introducing myself. I am Malibor Dulkev, a member of the High Council of House Varun. I have been asked to represent the Council in this moment. Please, enter our city. You have my word that you will not be harmed. I would ask that until you have become promised, you avoid the citizens of Dasra. They are not used to outsiders. Open the gate! I must temper what I reveal for now, but surely you saw the scaled citadel as you arrived. It was the center of an explosion of sorts that has annihilated most of our city. We have lost many of our brothers and sisters. I believe we are still in danger.
Counselor, what is the meaning of this?
Is there a problem, Makula?
The city is in shambles, the speaker is missing, and here you are leading some outsider through our sacred space? Why allow this husk to defile our city? Have we not lost enough?
Have faith. I believe this outsider was guided here by the Great Serpent himself. And soon, Serpent willing, they will be one of us. But I can be sure and pass your concerns on to the rest of the High Council, if you wish. I apologize for the interruption. There is a ritual intended for
Blowing off some steam?
not been performed in generations. We are fortunate that there are those still alive who remember the old ways and have remained prepared for such a moment as this. Herald Inaza. I suspected we might find you here waiting.
I saw the ship landing. I knew immediately that I would be needed.
Indeed you are. This is Inaza Kaisir, Herald of the Serpent. She will guide you through the ritual. I am needed elsewhere, but I assure you that you are in good hands.
So, the Great Serpent sends you to me. There is something about you. No husk that walk the Serpent's path. To enter this sacred cave, there is no turning back. You will be forever changed. This is a path you must walk of your own free will, alone. Will you step forward and emerge anointed, one of the promised? A lesson, a test, a moment for the Great Serpent to reach out and feel you as something more than what you have been. Then enter, and I shall guide you along the Serpent's path. But this is a journey you must undertake alone. Your escort cannot follow. This is a profound step for you. Do not worry. You have nothing to fear. You must walk the path. I am merely here to guide you along your way. I will await you at the end of the Serpent's Path. Before House Farouk, there were humans. First on Earth, then scattered among the stars. And like all humans, they were lost souls, wandering in the dark, looking for a path. One particular colony ship housed several hundred of these souls. They were each alone and isolated, individual tiny flames that could be snuffed out at a moment's notice. But Jinang encountered the Great Serpent and was given the gift of knowledge. He shared his knowledge with those around him and lit the way for them. They followed his guidance and his light, and they cast aside the burdens of their former lives. And thus, House Varun was born. Now you too have the chance to cast aside your burdens, to relieve yourself of anything that holds you back. The people's hopes and fears and dreams were entrusted to the Great Serpent. They made the leap of faith that brought House Varun to greatness. You may now follow in their footsteps and take that same leap. Embrace the Great Serpent, and he will embrace you. The people of House Varun settled this world, at first in these very caves. Jinan Varun himself slept among them in these shelters. It was here that he spread the word of the serpent. It was here that the people of House Varun first understood the truth of their place in the universe. And it was here that the people of House Va'ruun first understood the truth of the shrouding. The Great Serpent's return. He will encircle the universe he created, and all those who do not follow will be cast into shadow. And the people weighed this knowledge against their former lives, and saw how they had been blessed despite the difficult new life that awaited them. You too would do well to feel that solace amidst the pain. Until that day comes, we are the voice and the hands of the Great Serpent. Our every act a sacrifice to hasten his return. Sacrifice to prove your devotion. And remember, whether in life or in death, all must serve. Let us begin the final ritual. While none since Va'ruun have stood before the Great Serpent, we can all feel his presence. To solidify this bond, you are presented with a simple choice. Before you on this dais are several items. They represent different aspects of House Va'ruun's connection to the Great Serpent. Pick the two that call to you. Place them on the altars. Offerings to the Great Serpent that he may fill you with his spirit and make you promise. And so you arise, one of the promised of House Va'ruun. Did you feel the Great Serpent working within you? Do you feel born anew? Yes, your confidence is impressive. Your devotion and strength will bring glory to the Great Serpent and to House Varun. And so you arise, one of the promised. Your devotion and strength will bring glory to the Great Serpent and to House Varun. I grant you the title of Harbinger. All will know you. All will trust you. Above us, in the grand ship morning, jewel of the Varun fleet, the High Council awaits your arrival. Serve them. Serve the Great Serpent. All must serve.
Something I can do for you?
You would speak with me? Did you need something? Welcome, Harbinger. You stand before what remains of the High Council, advisors to Anasco Varun. We are all that is left after the disaster that has befallen our people. I represent House Dulkef. Jamal is from House Kadik, and we are joined by Lovek of House Vital. We are, all of us, hopeful that your arrival in Dazra and your clear connection to Anasco Varun, for the first time in weeks, represent some semblance of hope. Collectively, we unite under the banner of House Varun, pledged to follow Jinan Varun and his descendants. But our society is not a monolith. Jinan, in his wisdom, shepherded the first of us into families that we might grow and prosper. Our 3 families have for generations now helped to govern the people of House Varun. and offer counsel to our leader. But you do. We have only seen brief glimpses of him since the incident. But you heard him speak. How can that be taken as anything other than providence? Please, just allow us a moment to explain.
By all means, Malabor. I can't wait to see how you spin this.
Please, can we just for a moment?
Can we just for a moment what? Discuss whether or not to allow the first convert to House Barun since before any of us were born? A bit late on that, it seems.
You were not there. You did not see Anasco. It felt different. We have already wasted so much time.
You're correct. I was not there. Because you elected to travel to the spaceport on your own. And then decided this on your own.
Do not waste time with more bickering. Anasco, and by extension House Varun, suffers with every passing moment.
Of course, Lovek. My apologies. Please, Boy, do go on.
Anasco Varun, like his father before him, has relied on the teachings of Jinan to guide us. Anasco wondered if perhaps it was time to seek guidance directly from the Great Serpent, and so sought a means of reaching out.
Perhaps he found the teachings inadequate.
Careful, Kadik. You tread on dangerous ground.
I mean nothing by it. We simply were never consulted on the matter and do not know the full motive.
The point is that a series of experiments have taken place over the years, utilizing grav drive technology to hopefully make direct contact with the Great Serpent, similar to Jinan Varun's initial meeting.
And then something went wrong.
We do not know what happened. We were not inside the Scaled Citadel at the time.
Had we been, we wouldn't be standing here now. We'd be like the rest of them.
A great tide of energy emanated from the Scaled Citadel and swept across Dazra. Much was destroyed in its wake. Those caught in the blast have been left in a state of confusion, trapped halfway between our universe and the Vortex. The Citadel itself remains in such a state, right there and yet beyond our reach. We can only assume that the experiment is still running, somehow preventing us from entering the Citadel. We cannot get in, so we cannot stop it. We were beginning to lose hope before you arrived. Forgive me, I am no scientist, but as it has been explained to me, what we call the Vortex is the space between universes. It has only been a few weeks. There had been efforts to put together some kind of response, some plan. But they had fallen apart. Your arrival and your interaction with Anasco shows that he can still be saved. A plan had been devised to access the Citadel, but the work stalled. Clearly, it is time to move forward with it. The current head of our science team, Ekris, should be in Jinan Plaza down below us, towards the Citadel. Tell him about your experience with Anasco, and that work on the morning device must proceed.
Do you know the scientists out at Hamadi Station?
The old married couple? Azad and Shireen, if I remember right. I've met them a few times. Harbinger?
That's them, yes. They're apparently looking for some help with their research. They made some kind of discovery that has them troubled.
Good luck finding help at a time like this.
Indeed. Yet the serpent provides for the faithful, so who knows?
Nothing is truly impossible.
You do not. Apologies, but you're not clear to purchase from me yet.
The serpent strikes down. Remain ever vigilant. Heresy must be exposed.
I suppose that is ours now. Eh?
Serpent keep you.
Still busy, I see.
That is the very definition of us mortals.
I have never understood idleness. Why waste precious time on yourself when it could be used in devotion to the Great Serpent?
The Great Serpent.
I got you your favorite from the meat house.
hope you... and succeed at that before we are discovered. The scale of the disaster is hard to accept.
Do you truly have no shame, Amir? No shame at all. What you have done goes beyond this.
If you ask me, we should be celebrating.
No.
Whatever you may think of this place, there is no question of the influence that Jinan Barun had here.
Well, folks, looks like we're gonna end it here with this episode. Again, if you guys want to see more, you guys know what to do. Hitting that subscribe button, of course, will help my channel out a lot, and if liking this video will help my channel grow as well. Without further ado, you guys know what it is. Ryzen signing off. Keeping it real, keeping it hot, and keeping it raw. Your normal 9 to 5 guy bringing you some high quality content for you to enjoy. Let's go ahead and see what the next episode of Shattered Space holds. See you guys in the next video. Deuces!